Oh, sorry. Apparently we are streaming, but I still want it to keep itself stable. We've got one viewer, so something's gone right. Oh, that's fantastic. My controller's dying.
Are you still here, though?
Yeah, apparently we're live. So, hello everyone, welcome to New Horizons Racing League Division 1, round 6 of the Championship. We're under the lights, luxury Division 1 get for their Monaco Grand Prix. Alongside me, Gamey Things. I hope you're doing well. Monaco, though, legendary, historic, dangerous as hell. How would we describe this place?
Yeah, obviously, you kind of summed it up. Legendary track. I don't think any F1 fan cannot recognise Monaco when they see it. But unfortunately, what also people would also realise about Monaco, it tends to be probably the most boring race ever.
I wish I'd had something to counter that, but I don't. It is, yeah, so whatever the race will hold for us tonight, everyone take it with a pinch of salt. That is not ideal for Third by Gaming there. I think Antics may have lost it at Sandevot and then is being collected. So if I could, Third, I would actually remove that. A 1085, well, to put it lightly, he smashed the Div 2 pole time yesterday.
Yeah, that's a pretty mighty benchmarker.
Yeah, he's told me not to, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, Chris is saying, absolutely dominated Div 2 yesterday after a
Fred's,
fairly.
In a Rosberg position.
I'll see him on the minimap. Hopefully he's being sensible. Yeah, TTV, he won it quite sensibly yesterday after, well, looked like on the minimap at least, quite an intense fight with F1 Antics. F1 Antics did get the pole in Div 2 yesterday, but it was Chris who ran away with the win. And to say he's already had some practice would be a bit of an understatement. His racecraft seemed pretty solid, and the rest of the Div 2 grid didn't have anything to keep up with him. And obviously we know that about half the Div 2 grid are in Div 1 this season, so he's definitely already raised the bar quite high and currently sitting in the front of the second row. Fair play to him.
Yes, I thought it was going to drop.
I don't really blame people trying to start on the medium tyres. I'm sure it's only a bank tyre, but hey, if anyone wants to, medium tyres, not a bad tyre. And definitely after Div 2 last night, I put the safety car probability to increased, because we had quite a few DNFs in Div 2 and some of them quite bad. None really down to dirty driving or anything, but people wrecking it. There was debris all over track block, but the game didn't even send out a VSC. I know that Monaco's safety cars have been nerfed on this game, but shouldn't be as bad as it has been.
It's not the same for a lot of street circuits in this game, though.
Say again, sorry?
Is that the same with a lot of street circuits on this track?
Well, no, basically what Cody's have done over the last few years, safety cars have always been very sensitive around Monaco, but for some reason the other street circuits, they are very sensitive. I'd say Singapore is kind of right for its safety car deployment. Baku's is stupid. You'd get a VSC for someone losing an end plate, and Russia, you could rear end someone off the start and that will cause like a lap one safety car. You should see Collins clatter the barrier going to turn 1. Car is luckily not very damaged, but I don't think he would have been improving on this lap anyway. You try and keep an eye out if anyone has not set a lap yet. I'm on board with Reese. This has just gone through the swimming pool. I believe that's Dan in the Alpine that's just started his lap, so we try on board with him next.
Reese has gone to 4th.
Yeah, impressive. Well, yeah, he did win Div 2 last season around here, so he's not exactly amateur himself. Right, who's going to run order down? See where I can drag that Alpine. I think Antics is going to be gutted after his performance yesterday to be starting P13.
But there is one thing I've noticed with Monaco in this game is I'll give it one good thing. And that's the fact that when people are like racing on this track, and obviously online people can be quite bad, obviously, but in normal league racing you don't know what's going to happen. Like literally any of our drivers today could theoretically have a chance of winning this race.
Yeah, I mean, even the guys who probably wouldn't think of it, would you dare even say third, Fred, Bomber? Like, honestly, anyone can win this. You just need to be close enough and benefit from maybe someone else hitting the barrier. Obviously, don't be the person to hit the barrier. That's where it's all going to go wrong.
Yeah, every time we go to a street circuit like this, I've noticed that our pit crews become very busy.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to make some sort of gambling reference, but I don't want to entice anyone to go and play roulette. Most of you are too young anyway.
Would you go Monaco to watch this race?
I wouldn't pay for it. I remember there was a comparison that F1 did quite a few years ago. It was a Bomber Goes P4, the second row lookout for Alpha Tauri. One of the Alpha Motions come through, it's third, can run within for his lap. Yeah, one of the female presenters, they were, how much would it cost if you were to attend Monaco in like the lavish lifestyle, like VIP pass and transport, and putting it lightly, it was thousands. But if you were to do it on a budget, you can go to France on a package deal for about $135, and you don't even need to pay for access to the track, because you know down at Rascasse there's a cliff. Just sit up at the side of the track. It's the same as if you can get close to a racetrack if they let you in, and you just sit on the grass embankment. So you can just pull up a deck chair, have a pack of crisps for your lunch, and you can have a pretty good advantage of Rascasse, all for about £130 odd travel fee.
Remind me what Rascasse is.
The corner that third is coming through now, where Bianchi made his legendary move. No,
that corner.
Yeah. Yeah. From that point though, you can see the pit lane, you can see the main straight, you can see basically the whole of the third sector.
Yep.
We've heard slowly improving in his time, but nothing really to shout home about. But give him credit where credit's due. He is in the top 10, and Callum Davey right behind him, I think, has just not been able to get the lap together. I think Callum's definitely leaving a lot of time on the table. Right, gonna try with the Fred. Don't really want the Red Bull double being at the back of the grid.
Oh, definitely.
What else is that? Is that Rossi? Is invalid? Anyone actually on a flying lap, or are they all on slow laps and they're invalid? I'm going to stay on board with Roger Goris then, because he should be starting another lap.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Of course, not going to be happy with Bomber coming out. Hopefully, he shouldn't injure him too much. It'll be the distraction more than anything. Shredding his way through Massenet early into Casino Square. It's a good apex. Bomber getting out of the way nicely. The lap's still valid for Roger Goris here. Very wide into... Is it Lowe's hairpin or is it a different hairpin? Either way, it was wide, but that's kind of how you're supposed to take it. For the gears, shouldn't really be going in 8th at all around this track. All the way down to 2nd, then Personally, I'll go down to 1 on the apex, get the traction down. You can save yourself about 3/10. Should be flat in gear 5 for the swimming pool. This is all my personal opinion, by the way. It really helped me when I was doing practice. And Anthony Nhrl, go a safe again. He seemed like a tidy lap, should improve, and he does. P6, 1:11 flat, that's a very impressive time. Which one is going to be next? The Bombers just started another lap. They're on board with the AlphaTauri. Down to Mirrorboat. Seems to be quite twitchy on the traction. Don't know if you're watching, Bomber, but personally I'll try and turn your diff down. Hoping that was Callum David going out of the way, but is on track things. I'm assuming that was a flying lap that has just been chucked in the bin. And third again, he's really going to hinder the AlphaTauri. He should be moving out of the way. Don't know why he's... Oh, come on, mate. Bomber would have lost any time he would have gained there, and it was an improvement. He went purple in the second sector.
I'm back, and looks like people are back on track again.
Yeah, they're all coming out with the final runs. I'm riding on board with DJ now. Don't think it's a proper time lap.
Oh, there's a lot of traffic.
He'll be going out for a second push lap. Yeah, the guys that are about to head into the tunnel, please spread out.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I've just had third on track. He was going through the final corner. He did not move out the way for Bomber.
Whoa! That's a bit of a bang against the wall, Reese.
Right, round board with them DJ though. This Williams looks very rapid. Oh no, he's binned it! Is it the wall at Casino Square? It's gone.
Oh no.
Collins has actually crashed. Yeah, he's crashed on the exit of the harbour. I think yeah, you'd have lost it coming down the tunnel, and Cam is not going to like that. Hopefully it's not really bothered him.
To be fair, Collins weren't like on a proper lap. He like was missing the entirety of his nose, so.
Yeah, it's still a heavy wreck though if you've ended up there and you're facing the wrong way. And fortunate for Collins, we'll start at least P11. Cameron improves again, 108.6. That's a second quicker than MDJ.
Oh my good god.
Can MDJ come and get out again? He'd be pushing it, but I think he can. Double check the tyres though.
That time difference, kinda.
I've just noticed. MDJ might be a second off the pace, but he is on the medium. Same with Eucharist. That's a very, very good medium time.
Wow.
The use of Chris, personally, I wouldn't really bother going out. If you, yeah, you can gain more time, but even if your teammate beats you, that's a very solid position.
To be fair, the actual time difference between Cameron and MDJ, obviously we're ignoring the tyre and the thing going on here. But that time difference is kind of like it wasn't Senna who's famous for that qualifying lap, isn't it?
Yeah, in '88 when he out-qualified Prost of like 1.5 seconds.
Isn't that considered like one of the greatest laps in F1 history?
I think it is confirmed to be the greatest pole lap. For some reason, people think Lewis's pole from Singapore. I think 2018 or 2019 it was.
No, that was a very quick lap.
It was hugely impressive, but I'd say it was on the limit of what that car could do. I wouldn't say in any way that he's overdriven the car.
Certainly not. But to be fair, we're not like disputing like how good of a driver Lewis is.
No, for sure. Even his Singapore pole, like, that was a mega impressive lap. Probably the best of his career. Best pole lap in F1. I'd say it's a comfortable second place.
I'm trying to think like maybe like best drives in general.
Senna opening lap at Donington 93.
Fair enough.
Oh, Callum's
like
done the same thing as Collins has binned it at the chicane. If you want to try ride on board with that, on board with Rossi, he's coming in the box.
I feel like if you put a list of like all-time greatest whatever in F1, then Senna is on every single list probably.
Yeah. Yeah, these two are on outlaps. Dan's called it a day in the pit lane, start P8. Rossi retired as well, P9 though, considering you've been playing the game probably not that long.
Yeah, I did follow that. Who is this bossy person anyway?
Div 2,
what the frick?
Yeah, he's just a reserve driver and he's like, oh, can I race? I'm like, yeah. just please be sensible. I mean, I expect them to be slow, but I don't expect them to be stupid.
Bombers managed to get up into the nines.
You jumped Chris. I believe Chris has actually started another lap. I'm on board with MDJ. I want this lap data up, see if he is improving. We won't know until he goes through to back. I think MDJ might actually have the edge on Cameron, particularly in the third sector. That's not ideal. He's invalid.
Oh!
He would have lost any momentum he had anyway.
TV, I have never seen that in Monaco.
Well, what's he done?
Do you know when he did the corners while after the swimming pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on a proper lap, but I think he like nudged the curse to it and literally going around that corner to try and straighten out, and he literally did like a full-on Tokyo Drift style.
As long as he kept it out the barrier.
I mean, he didn't even touch the wall.
Double check. So I think it's confirmed that Third Bar Gaming will start at the back. So F9 takes, it's not all doom and gloom. Free choice to tyre for Antics, but your top three: championship leader Cameron Dowds in the Mercedes, got MGJ P2 in the Williams, starting on the medium tyre. Bomber P3 also on the softs. Do expect AlphaTauri podium, but if I was to go any random person, I'd probably pick one of the Spanish lads. They could end up with a podium if they can try and keep their noses clean.
So everyone did final adjustments to their strategies.
Yeah, mainly the fuel loads as well. I bet the guys who, well, anyone who hasn't really followed Div 2 activity yesterday, Monaco is an insanely thirsty track. You'd have to go about 3.5 laps over just to make it. That's it. I have put the safety car on increase, so if there is any VSCs or safety cars, that will help, but if anyone thinking of gambling on underfueling your cars, then you're already asking for trouble. Literally, because you'd need trouble to help you come out and finish the race. Yeah, 13 of the finest drivers we could find going around the grid, so let's have a full grid rundown. Championship leader Cameron Dowd's on pole position for Mercedes header MDJ P2 in the Williams Bomber P3. Again, chasing down another podium in the AlphaTauri. TTV Div 2's winner from Monaco last night. He joins the prestigious list of Monaco GP drivers in the league. Fed the red P5 for Red Bull. Didn't really do too well. We found the barriers yesterday. Hopefully can push them a bit further back today, but still be in the race. Reese, last season's Div 2 Monaco GP winner, will start P6 for Aston Martin. Rod Goris P7 in the Ferrari. Dan Ismail P8 in the Alpine. Rossi on his second ever NHRL race after Div 2 Portugal the other week. He will start P9 for Alfa Romeo. He's ahead of Callum Davies in P10 at the McLaren. Got H. Collins P11 on tactical pole position here today in the sister Alpine. Atlantic's not setting a time in qualifying, P12 for Red Bull, and third by Gaming after a penalty in qualifying for causing a collision with the bomber. Will start P13 for Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, and it's all well in them. All going good, but they're lining up from on track now, so we're going to get them underway. Well, I will say one thing, it is April Fool's Day, but it's no joke. Connor, we are here in Monaco track. Everyone wants to win for their crown. We have 5 red lights. And it's lights out, away we go.
Can't really argue with that start from Cameron, but it's the midfield you need to keep your eye on.
Well, everyone's more congested in the midfield. Well, down back you go.
Yeah, it's not bad though.
Not bad though, it's actually touching each other.
Yeah,
I just watch those go touch each other now.
Very close. So Callum's had a fantastic start though.
Man, I'll straight the Red Bull's going backwards.
Careful, man. Oh my god.
Oh, this will be a good one if he pulls this off. Oh, and he has!
Oh, suicidal Red Bull. He gets it stopped.
Oh, and it worked. Fair play. That was a great overtake. Well, if you don't do it like that. And of course, red tyres versus the mediums at the start of this race, and that Mercedes is checking out from the Williams.
To be fair, antics overtaking through a bank left-hander is nothing we should really be surprised about. He's American. Well, up at the front though, I wish I could give you a bit more of a fight to watch, but they're so far spread out now. But very nice to see the midfield for now is quite close. The AlphaTauris are trying to work together. If need be, at least Chris can hold up Fred, which would allow his teammate to go down the road. But I'm not sure Chris is willing to play the team game today. If he can overtake his teammate, I can guarantee that he will. Callum Davey in the box on the first lap. He's going to head down the grid because F1 Antics still trying to make inroads on Collins. And both catch up to Brossi. Brossi up one position after lights out. As Antics is...
Oh, there's contact!
Oh, mate, that was a day late and $1 short.
Well, to be fair, you can't blame him for trying it, but I wouldn't say it's the best place to do it.
I think he just misjudged it. Simple mistake, but God, it's, you know, the consequences around here are 10 times higher than any other track. What I do find quite interesting is both Alpines seem to have swapped places. Don't really... I know that Dan probably didn't have the best of starts, but didn't think it would have been down into P11, considering he was up like P7, P8 off the start.
The Alpha Tower is very antsy with each other.
But overall,
that's going to make it worse.
There's been quite smart driving going on this race. Can't really complain with much of what we've seen so far. Some actual racing going on, especially for the bottom few places.
Careful what you whistle with him. Hope I'm playing nice so far, only on lap 3.
Yeah, I'm going to head up with Reese because he has caught up to Fred, so we're going to watch a fight for P5.
There's an overtake. Another 8. Yes, there is. Oh!
Oh, careful, guys. Oh, he's Magnussened him into the wall.
Yeah, and that's the other Alpine get as fast as the Red Bull.
Yeah. Again, it's like not really.
And if he might get overtaken by third if he's too dirty. That Alpha 5 you're on about.
It's not really dirty driving. They're just trying to find any bit of space they can. And what's happened here? Antics. I think he's gone for a spin at the chicane.
Looks like Antics and
curb.
had a moment.
My god!
What's it on
Antics, slow it down, man. Slow it down. He's just going to get one after one if he keeps straight on the chicanes. He must have had damage or something going through to back. He hit the barrier again. Now the front wing disintegrates. Oh, shame, really. Yeah, it's only just disintegrated going into...
Oh my god, that's a... Yeah, I thought that was a great move there by the Alpine on the other Alpine, but no, that was clearly let me by.
Yeah, it was a coordinated one. Collins, he's playing the team game, which is good. Oh, it's not going to be good if you give up the time and then your teammate decides it looks better in the fence.
And now teammates are aimed working together each other's nicely on the Alpha Towers. Now, personally, if I was the Alpha Tower team and they were working together, I would let TV buy.
I wouldn't say at the early stage yet. Maybe if the bomber's tyres start to fall off, then don't hold up your teammate because it can probably work in your favour later on.
Well, I personally think those medium tyres are going to start working better than the softs now.
They'd start feeling the tyre wear, but they're going to be okay for quite a while yet.
Oh, contact!
I saw F1 Antics on qualifying old tyres go 11 laps before he made his first pit stop yesterday.
So I was going to change their wing. There's a change of wing for the Alpine of Dan. And for him at third.
Interested to see what tyres they go on to. Is the hards?
Hard tyres for the Alpine and hard tyres for the Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, unlike most tracks, the hards around here, they are a pretty decent tyre.
Contact between teammates of the AlphaTauri!
ETV with no wing.
Oh, that's terrible!
It's awful because please keep out of the barrier, man. I think these guys behind they're going to catch up to him before he can get to the pit lane. Everyone, please be aware of the stricken AlphaTauri in the third sector.
What? Here's the thing. What I noticed about that incident, is it only got a tunnel. TV was closing on Bomber, and all of a sudden, it was just hitting the rear end of his teammate.
We've got another Alpine in the barrier. That's Collins. He's gone for a spin coming out of Raskas. Luckily, the pit lane is right there. The front wing is already disintegrating left, right, and centre. No VSC being called yet.
Now, the only way I could have seen him spinning there is if he's done the classical accidentally clipping his right back tyre on the corner.
Oh, he's done what Gutierrez did into.
Is that what I've just described?
Yeah, Gutierrez 2014, sort of a rear right tyre and the barrier of Raskas just span you around. I'm pretty sure there's been a more recent instance. I would be lying if we said we've never done it.
I've done it.
I did it in practice the other day. I didn't do it in Div 2 last night, but the thing is it really an amateurish thing? No, it's more or less a lapse of concentration because we're hardwired to be racing as close to the barriers as we can. So
change the wing on the other Alpha Matauri.
Not ideal, but not the end of the world.
Yeah, like you say, it's not an amateurish mistake. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in actual esports.
I'd be slightly worried if the esports drivers are making mistakes like that. There is Collins. That's
Collins. At the end of the swimming pool.
He's kind of out of the way. I hope the cranes can get to that. Like I said, it is on increase, but no guarantee of a safety car as long as they can navigate the Alpine, which has got pyrotechnics at the final corner. That's nice.
Hey! Wait, what?
Yeah, it's on the orange barrier. If you're on board
Right.
race and look to the left.
What, do I have to be on his view, or?
Yeah, if you look to the left while you're on board a race, you'll see it.
I did not see it.
God damn it, man. You can't miss it. It's like Kota all over again. Although the curves when they were sparking at Kota, that was something else. That was quite funny.
I can't see it!
Just round board with someone going through the final corner and look to the left, it's sparking on the orange barrier.
Yep, still can't see anything.
It might just be on my end then. I get to enjoy the fireworks. Here's the thing,
Damn you.
with Monaco being at night, would we be expecting fireworks at the end?
Maybe.
Right, come on.
I mean, maybe.
It's the most unnecessary warning I've seen for quite a while.
What do you mean?
Very, it was the corner before Portier, he just marked the curve and he's got himself a warning and it gave him a penalty.
Yeah.
Right, going to head back down on the fight for P10. Brossi is all over the back of Dan. They are on the, or I'm going to say they were on the same tyre, but Brossi is on mediums.
Meanwhile, our leaders are still out.
Yeah, I'd expect Cam to be until at least lap 10. But honestly, the longer you can stay out, the better. Just when they really fall off the cliff, let's say tyres over 60% wear, definitely box, because you'll get jumped by, let's say, anyone who started on the mediums, which unfortunately for Cam is still MDJ. However, MDJ, in terms of an Nhrl record, is going, well, he already has the most wins around Monaco, but if he wins today, this will be his 4th at the Principality, but it'll be the 4th in succession. So before this race, MDJ holds half of the Monaco wins in Div 1.
Oh my god.
He definitely knows his way around the streets, but can he capitalise on any of it? Not looking likely at this moment. I think Cameron was actually on the grid last season as well.
So I reckon MDJ's definitely our king of the track then.
Oh mate, if I could call MDJ king of the track, it would be not just in F1 but in Nhrl. He's one of the most versatile drivers I've ever seen. It's just a shame that he won't give the Rally Championship a go. Apart from that, he's won every other championship, like me, but I don't have a triple crown. MDJ does. He's won Monaco several times, but in Season 5, he won Monaco, he won our Indy 500, and he won Le Mans. I believe he is a 2-time Le Mans winner with us as well, so if he gives Indy a go, I think he's technically got the triple crown twice, would he not?
Question, why are they giving the tracks that give you the 3 crowns?
Say again, sorry?
Obviously the three things you have to win to get the triple crown in racing, obviously Monaco, Indy and Le Mans.
Yeah.
And I can understand Monaco, I can understand Le Mans, but why Indy?
It's the most famous oval race. Because if you honestly, if any of you think Indy is just turning left, do it. Honestly, I'd challenge anyone to do it. It's bloody difficult. It's the mental side of it as well. It's got 4 corners. In real life, it's 250 laps, 4 corners. You turn in left 1,000 times. You think 1,000 times consecutively you're actually going to do it properly. I find it that very hard to believe, but somehow it happens.
Yeah, and to be fair, out of any motorsport I've seen, this going into a completely different topic here, but in the IndyCar, out of any motorsport, I would say it has probably the most spectacular crashes.
Cameron is in. He's in the box.
He's in.
DJ did start on the medium tyre. He's caught up quite a bit. Cameron's gone to the mediums. I do believe the mediums can go to the end. The hards would be more comfortable, but a safety car now, I'd say it would ruin almost both of their strategies, because everyone behind, they don't really have anything to lose, so just whack the hards on. You're guaranteed to go 10. Third has binned it quite heavily on the track.
As soon as you mention safety car, oh, we're about to get a safety car.
Well, technically that should be, because it's stricken right in the middle of the track.
So we shouldn't be getting a safety car, but we're clearing up.
Yeah, definitely, Reese.
Oh my god!
Just seen that in time, but we've still got the guys behind. I just hope they know that
Careful,
it's there.
Yeah,
this is why it should be a safety car. It's gone now, but yeah, those guys shouldn't have had to have been too intimidated by the stricken Alpha.
How the heck was that not a safety car?
I know, man. Honestly, we had quite a few smashes in Div 2 last night, but yeah. Oh, Chris, what's happened, man?
No!
That's quite a shocker.
Where's he been it? Oh, he's actually called it down the pit lane.
Yeah, mate, I wouldn't have done that. You're not even going to get points. It's not Div 2, Div 1. You need to finish 90% before you get allocated points. So
it's not going to try anyway. He's finished 11th.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to encourage you guys to keep going, because you won't be getting points today unless if you finish lap 35, start at lap 36.
But I'm surprised he should like relatively well until he had that issue with his teammate. So I don't know why he's just decided to like call it a day in the pit lane.
I don't know, but it's sad really, going from such a impressive drive last night and with it going in the bin today. I wouldn't be surprised if he is quite a bit upset.
We might get an overtake for 5th here.
I think I'm watching the flat for 7th. Let's have a look at 5th. No, is that 5th? Yeah, that's 5th.
Okay, it's more. Okay, the red
it's very quickly coming into a train.
Big from the Alpine! Oh, contact!
Oh, Roger Goris, man. There's a bit.
Did the Ferrari like clip the back of the Red Bull?
Well, someone lost an end plate, and it was a red end plate, but that could be either of these because the Alpine has red end plates as well. Quick damage report. Can't
also
see
damage
everything.
report. Also damage report is that Fred is missing an end plate.
Yeah, it is the Ferrari.
Yeah, but the Red Bull's missing an end plate too.
Yeah, I think the thing is with the Red Bull, he would have been pushed into the barrier. It's definitely not Fred's fault here, but Rodriguez is very late on the brakes into Mirabel on that occasion, and I guess luckily Dan should not be that worried.
Dan hasn't got a lot of traction here.
Yeah, but he's going to get 2 places, so we can't complain.
Huzzah! So how long do you think it's going to be until the MDs hits?
Any point in the next 2 laps. I know fresh mediums can go 20, probably pushing 25, but Qualiborn, he should be in the pits within the next 3 laps. Well, to be fair, the longer MDJ stays out, it would play into his favour. I mean, neither him or Cam have a penalty. If there was a safety car now, they'd be both in anyway and they'd be on the hards. Cam could probably go for another set of mediums, but MDJ will definitely be on a harder compound. I haven't started on the mediums, unless he's doing an absolutely heroic mission, trying to take those mediums about 30 laps and go for the softs at the end. I hope he stays out long enough to see him and Cam actually fight for track position.
Well, I thought looks to they're going to meet each other very soon.
I just want to see that Red Bull is behind. Is that a Red Bull? No, there's a massive gap between Cam and P3. Yeah, this is a free invitation, especially later in the race. If any of the guys lower down, if they think, oh, it's just a bit too much for me, whack on the softs, go for the fastest lap, preferably soon. Well, I'd say later, try and snatch it off Cam, but you might need your daily requirement of meth to try that.
They're going to meet you very soon, other leaders.
Right, Rossi in the pits. I don't really care where the guys are on track. I want to watch a pit stop. Here's a wing change. Just the fact that he's still going, I'm finding quite impressive. I know turned up to Portimao Div 2 the other week. Didn't go too well toward the end of it, but having no practice, initially he did very well. His racecraft doesn't seem to be a problem, it's just his track time. He just needs to be a bit more consistent.
And Cameron has met MDJ.
MDJ would have made a mistake then. He was quite
there
far
was
in
no
the lead.
mistake. There was no mistake.
Yeah, on track to fight for the lead.
So much quicker.
Yeah, MDJ, mate, those tyres are done. I'd say pit sooner before you're fighting for bomber. Oh god, he's still going to try to defend.
Is it hard to defend? Is it tougher to do so?
I know, man. But Cameron will try and find a way. I'm sure he's watched enough Jana Watmere this week to know how to overtake around Monaco.
I have no idea on that.
Oh, F1 Esports champion. Side by side,
yeah, got it.
Yeah, he's just MDJ, he just ran out of grip. Now that Mercedes is going to get smaller and smaller, and it's time to box that car, my friend.
And also that means that Cameron has to not win this race if nothing else ever happens, like a safety car or he makes a massive error.
Yeah, at this point now it's just a game of who can keep it out the barriers for the longest. I'm sure the only thing they were worried about is just winding the laps down. It's a bit weird though, because in Division 2 yesterday, we had no idea who was going to finish P3. P1 and P2 were checked out, Antics and TTV were down the road, but everywhere from like P10 to P3, absolute lottery. Safety car would not hurt though. The closest fight I think we can see, we've got the Red Bulls towing each other along. And Rodrigo is not a million miles behind. Fred's still racking up the penalties. Let's have a look at the penalties. 6, 6, 3, 3. Yeah, it's okay. And Tick's letting his teammate by.
Not the most dumbest thing
Sure
to do.
why? 60. Yeah, well, the car in front of them is Dan, and these guys are just coming out the hairpin. He's already going through the chicane. He's on his way to the back. Have a look with Reese, see what Rossi's doing. He's just let the Alfa Romeo go. Try letting him lap himself a bit. Rossi is on a bit of a push lap. See how quick he can go. Give him a bit of airtime.
Is that how you say it?
What?
That's how you say it. Brossi.
Yeah, said how it's spelt.
Well, I'm bad at English.
It's not like Brosi or anything that I can tell.
No, I literally said this in the race earlier, Connor, when I asked who it is, and I said Bossy.
Oh, Bossy, sorry. Yeah, I keep forgetting there is an R before it. Yeah, I might have just
said... Oh,
saying...
so I am right, am I?
No, it's Brossy.
Oh, for God's sake, that confused me.
I'm sorry, I might have misheard you back then. Callum with the penalty. Ooh. Alfa Romeo, likes to break traction.
Yes.
Right. Exciting times because Cam has caught traffic. Is MDG still not in the box? If he stays out any later, he surely has to take the soft steering. Come on, man, those mediums are more dead than one man.
No, that was a bad one.
I'm not really asked, to be honest. There's many other grim things to compare those tyres to.
Oh, Dan's hit the wall.
Who, Fred?
No, Dan.
Still got end plates, but I bet it's not the front wing.
Yeah, I bet he has it. He just hit like the two walls and the entering coming out of Casino Square.
Yeah, I think we're also at the point as well, if any of the guys did plan on two-stopping, the tyres would be slightly worn by now, so even 8-lap-old mediums would feel that tyre wear. I think DJ is also just waiting for a safety car. So remember, they have been on the opposite compound since the start of the race, so if either of them could have a soft tyre shootout toward the end of the race, can't complain. Callum Davey has crashed at to back.
Sure, there's a safety car. You need a safety car there.
No, they are probably at Casino Square enjoying themselves in a way that they should not be.
God damn it.
Yeah, it is on increased for the safety car probability, so...
Yeah, you put it on increase, how the hell would you have one?
Oh mate, you should see... If I have it increased for next week when we go to Baku, then we'd have a safety car every 3 laps. I mean, even on a good day, you have 6 safety cars at Baku anyway.
If I prefer to race on Baku than this track.
Yeah, at least Baku you can actually race people instead of being stuck behind them all the time. No, a shame though for Callum, I thought he was doing alright. Let's have a look back down at Camp Red Bull.
Have you noticed how MD is put on the red tyres?
Yeah, I noticed it's on softs. Ooh, that Red Bull nearly went in the harbour. We would have had to swim back to the paddock. From what I remember, I think only 3 F1 cars have ever ended up in the harbour.
Wait, they actually have?
Yeah, they have in the past, like in the 50s and 60s, people have ended up in the water.
Oh my God.
Luckily, none of them actually led to a fatality. But there has been a fatality where the swimming pool section is back in the day when they had hay bales. I think back in the 60s, smash into it, the cars would have ignited anyway, surrounded by nice flammable hay, and the guy unfortunately didn't get out. And I think that was the time in the track's history when there was like, we have no protection. Honestly, that was still the time where the spectators could just stand at the side of the curb, so I'd say Monaco's been very lucky they've not even had any spectators killed. They get to sit as close as they can do to the circuit, so it'd be very unlikely. I think you'd have a fatality around Monaco now. Double check the fastest lap, see what the target time is. A 1:10.7. If I can beat that, then any of you lot can. And MDJ does! 1:10.5. Yeah. Tyres kind of mediums. I've just got a really bad feeling that these softs won't make it to the end. I hope I'm wrong. MDJ will know what he's doing, but is he really going to pull back 27 seconds in about 15 laps?
He needs a safety car.
He does. They all need one, to be honest, and catch him back up again. Unless you just want to keep watching the Red Bulls go nose to tail, but DJ is about to catch them. So, while we're here, have a look at biggest winners and losers. Antics from the back of the grid up 6 places. Pretty sure if Fred keeps going with his pens, he will get DQ'd. He's got a while to go yet, but not ideal. Yeah, overall, like, not really that many places, to be honest. Reese has done well, get up into P4. Antics doing well. Ferrari and the Alpine have swapped places, but that's about it.
I'm trying to think of things to talk about.
Any notable moments from your league racing history that you'd like to share around here?
We have fireworks, actually.
Have you seen the fireworks at the final corner?
No, different corner.
Which one?
The inside corner of Casino Square.
I'll head down with Roger Goris and I will keep an eye out.
There it is.
Yeah, nothing on my own, man. So that's a bit weird that it's only specific for a few people.
Hey, it's a great place. We get to see him. I get to see him. The cars go through the sparks.
I get to see them going through just at the final corner. Rossi in the box. Hopefully, he's not planning on calling it quits. But no, it is a wing change. Alfa Romeo must be earning the money in medium tyres today.
Fred's
good. Yeah, Fred's in.
Change the wing.
Yeah, I was gonna say not a pit stop by choice.
Obviously, as I mentioned in the Lights Out crew, I mentioned today was April Fool's Day. I saw a pretty interesting F1 one.
Go for it.
Latifi
I saw that. I nearly believed it because it would be so believable anyway. Yeah, like he'd been dropped for poor performance or something. I was like, oh, and then I was like, hang on, it's that day, innit? And I was like, for God's sake.
Yeah, and when I saw it, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could play an April Fool's Day prank on some of these lot, but I don't think they'd like it.
Oh god, what were you thinking?
Give them a post-race penalty for a penalty they've not even done. Jam you speeding through yellow flags on occasions, you can have a minute penalty. Well, I've said it now, so it's not established. It's just we can't make that comment again. Whereas I don't think people were taking the mick. Rodgers slithering like it was maggots and Beckett's rather than the exit of the swimming pool.
Yeah, so going back to that one with this on about, have you officially read some of the quotes in it?
No, I don't really want to. Or just on a quick side note, the only bad sort of April Fool's Day thing I've seen was Anton Deck. They've launched like their cryptocurrency thing or something like Bitcoin, and people are so annoyed about it. But it's only a prank, so I might need to look into it. But there's not a lot of people happy about that. Obviously, it's clearly a wind-up, but yeah, I don't get why people are angry about that.
Well, anyway, yeah, it was just the quote apparently by Latifi in that article. It was hilarious.
What was the quote?
Yeah, it's like I had to look myself in the mirror because I'm clearly crashing too many times. And I was racing with George Russell and I got completely destroyed. Now he's on the greatest drivers on the track, and I'm now joined with him out by them, and I'm still getting them, beating them by. So but my father has spent so much money to get me into the sport, but I'm just crashing all the time because I clearly can't drive. So I think it's best I step down or something like that.
Oh, God. See, even without that, if it was just the article alone, you'd believe it. If it had happened on any other day, I'd be like, oh yeah, Rosberg coming out, I can sort of see the logic. But no, I swear Rosberg's done with F1 now anyway. He's putting on a bit of a gut from last time I checked.
When he was in F1, I'm not gonna lie, I he annoyed me.
Yeah, he wasn't the most likeable of characters, but
No, the one reason why he annoyed me was literally it seemed that any single European race we went to, it was his home Grand Prix. He literally said, "Oh, it's my home Grand Prix." No, it ain't.
yeah, like Germany, Monaco, lived in Britain for a bit. Not really sure if they had a Finnish Grand Prix because he's bloody like Keke is Finnish. German nationality, and he lives in Monaco, and he spent most of his working life in Britain. The Border Force must love him. We have a great time explaining all of his paperwork.
Oh God! But is it also that gives a good point. Pepe Oscar, a perfect example that you don't actually have to win to be champion.
Unless if it's something like the Indy 500 where you win that singular race, you are then a champion somehow. If that's the case, then I'm a 3-time Indy 500 champion in NHRL.
I'm pretty sure
I'm boasting about it.
Wait, isn't Indy like a one-off race though? Oh,
Fred, that's on the main straight. Oh my God.
How's he done that?
Final corner, he would have lost that on traction.
And still no safety car.
It's off the racing line though. If that was on the inside barrier, then maybe it would be slightly different.
They probably still wouldn't give it.
I was happy to see that my little warning to them seems to be paying off. Because in Div 2, like when people have been in it, they were just coming through at racing speed, so I said to them before the race, please remember, because we run ghosting off, yellow flags mean slow down, prepare to stop, so please pay attention to them when they come out. Yeah, shame for Fred, he was only about 5 laps away from some points.
A lot of laps, but they go by quick.
It's been alright, like, been a bit dead the last 10 laps or so, but we've had worse races. What was it, season 3 or something? Half the race we had about 3 or 4 cars going around.
Oh my God, yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, you hated it, and I was screaming at you, now keep going. Fight for P3 still on when I was in 3rd and I got overtaken coming out the tunnel. Still had 20 odd laps to go. Quieting down, but still got to carry on. I think what else has happened in the world lately that's happy to talk about?
Oh, well, I have one. I believe that since the last time we raced, as I was saying, we didn't race him last Friday. Apologies to everyone there. But yeah, since then, we've had the first 2 races of the real life F1 season. What do you think of that?
Pretty irrelevant statement, but yeah, I'm happy F1's back. Well, that's something we could probably mention. Las Vegas Grand Prix. What are your thoughts?
I'll tell you what, when I saw the news, I'm like, to be fair, you've raced there before, that's not too far fetched, and how popular F1 is nowadays, great. The one thing what caught my attention saying full night race, and I'm like, oh God, what does that mean for us here for timing?
Well, the thing is, they're saying, oh, it's a Saturday, and yes, technically it is on a Saturday, but the time that we're going to be watching it, it's going to be at like 1 in the morning. Bear in mind, Las Vegas, they're 7
in the morning?
They're 7 hours behind. It's going to be like 8 PM over there, so yeah, it'll be like 1 or 2 in the morning. I think MDJ has realised he probably won't win this race now, so he's come in. Another set of softs, these ones are dead, so why not try and have a go for the fastest lap?
To be fair, when I looked it up, and it said and it said like apparently proposed that like race start at like 10 p.m.
What, 10 p.m. local time in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
That's just silly. Drivers should be awake going into midnight.
That's what I saw, and I'm like,
oh god.
Oh, I heard my own voice there.
Yep, sorry.
And I looked it up. Apparently, Las Vegas are 8 hours behind us.
God, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So ultimately, apparently, that works out to be around 6 a.m. here.
Right, really
Which,
sorry
to be
about
fair,
that.
is around the same point Australia is.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't like waking up at races to watch them. I still highly doubt they're going to start a race at 10 p.m.
Well, other than that, I'm pretty sure we got Miami to look forward to this year.
Yeah, but you know when they announced it, I was quite angry. I mean, I get it. I get that there's a fan base in America, but to me, Grand Prix should actually mean something. You can't just go to the middle of nowhere and just pop up a track.
What do you mean middle of nowhere?
You know what I mean? I don't like them just rocking up to any city that they bloody well choose. Because if that's the case, I can't wait for the Antarctic Grand Prix in 2024 when it's all melted.
Oh god.
Yeah, at the rate they're going, I think Extreme E will be down there soon enough. Watching MTJ gonna probably set the lap record around here at this rate. Is it the fastest lap? Yeah, it's a 197 for a racing lap. That's very impressive. For a quali time, that's quite impressive. The thing is, will Cam bother chasing it? Can. It's definitely going to retain the lead. There's an Alfa Romeo that's gone for a spin. It's Bossy.
Wait a minute. Well, hang on a minute. Did you say MDJ just did 19.4, did you say, was it?
Yes.
That was quicker than his quali time!
I knew he'd left it. Well, you saw it. He definitely had time on the table, and his time was on the mediums, but his soft run, he was too busy decorating the barriers for the swimming pool. Hey, free souvenirs for this one.
Do you have any like F1 souvenirs?
I won't say any proper ones. I've got a mug I bought from Ferrari World when I went to Abu Dhabi, but that's about it.
I have something, and I still have it.
Oh, I remember. My brother got me a shirt for Christmas in 2015.
Oh wow.
It was the McLaren Honda shirt, and I said, yeah, I was wear it at special events, but I was too embarrassed to wear it in the first place. It's a nice shirt. If I ever could, I'd try and get it signed by Fernando, Jensen, Stoffel and Kevin if I ever went to a race.
Anyway, yeah, the souvenir I have is actual pickup.
Oh, rubber pickup.
Yeah, I have an actual ball of rubber pickup, and I managed to collect them when I went to at the Belgium Grand Prix, and I went on the track afterwards.
Yeah, that's something to chat about.
That is great. I still have it. It's in front of me.
I do have rubber pickup, but I think it was from the World Superbikes at Donington Park when I was working there.
Yep, I win.
Apart from that, the only other impressive thing I picked up off the ground was a load of volcanic ash from Mount Etna.
Oh.
Yeah, if anyone wants a volcanic ash, let me know. Honestly, I've got loads in my wardrobe.
My, in your wardrobe?
Yeah, it's been sat there for years. Don't inhale it, you'll die, but it's quite nice.
Yeah, so it's nice looking ash.
Yeah, you need to remember like what it actually is though. It's just fucking sorry, it's a vaporized rock, and about 3 laps to go. So top 8 will be classified here today. The thing is, does this man even bother with the fastest lap? It's not like he needs to. We're extending on DJ anyway. I'll laugh if he does, if we do get a safety car at some point, but it needs to happen now, not next lap, otherwise they're going to run out of time because Cam has a pen and DJ doesn't. Unless if these mediums
He's pitting!
Yeah, he's going to give it a go. Someone bin it now, please!
Bomb it!
What's it? Rossi, just straight down the chicane or something. God damn it, he's taking it properly. No, he's done really well though. Ooh, bit of a tyre squirming coming up pit lane. Well, yeah, if we'd have pitted any later, it would have been on the final lap. So the final lap will be Cam's last chance off the fastest lap. Let's have a look at bar DJ set of 109.7. Can be beaten. Don't know whether he's going to do it now. I'd say DJ has got plenty of time to change his tyres again if he wanted to, but I'm not sure how many sets of softs he's got left.
And he's going to have clear track.
Yeah, say if that Ferrari was in the way just for a little bit longer, Cam would have had DRS as well.
And it's got a penalty?
I think I'm happy to say that this one won't be decided by the stewards.
Enough to have thing. We're about to end the race and we actually have a fight for position.
What, fight for P6?
Well, fifth, exactly, but...
Oh, sorry. Mate, that fight's basically already done. Antics has got a penalty. Unless if Dan gets another penalty, then not really worth it. But I'm going to ride on board with Cam. I'm going to remove all the graphics so we can see how he's going to cope with this fastest lap attempt.
So, penalty for Dan.
You're joking?
Nope, it just popped up.
Oh, for God's sake. Now there actually is a fight. We'll watch that as Cam finishes his lap off. Actually, I might have to go see it now because...
Terrible exit by Dan.
Yeah, the thing is, Dan's got no battery. Antics still has something. He had DRS, but I think that's it. He should have done it there and then. Going to head back up with Cam. Struggling to find any words for how he's doing lately, but he's still keeping up his 100% win rate. It might be round 6, but it's 5 races in. Cameron Downs wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Fastest lap, 1.9 flat. Oh my god. Here's the road course course on P7.
I think Dan's going to not hold off on the antics.
Yeah, I'm going to head up with DJ. Valiant effort, but safety cars didn't come out for him, unfortunately. P2 nonetheless. Bomber, P3. Reese down in P4. Just waiting for these two to cross the line now.
Oh!
Yeah, good drive, Dan. Did pretty well.
Oh, he's lost it on the line.
Yeah, with Monaco being how it is, I'd take that if I started P12 out of 13.
Can this man be stopped?
Yes. It's called Wi-Fi failure.
But anything like this to promote Wi-Fi failure?
A faster driver. Anyone in F1 Esports want to come in? Got a few seats vacant.
To be fair, I felt that was something that would be in the anything that would take it.
The full race rundown then. Cameron Dow's extending his championship lead again. P1 for the Mercedes driver. MDJ P2, very valiant effort from P3, but his reign at Monaco does come to an end here today. The bomber P3 for AlphaTauri. Aston Martin's Reese will finish P4. Dan Ismola at P5 in the Alpine. Very good effort considering the race he's had today. Fanatics from the back row of the grid. P6 for Red Bull. Rodriguez P7 for the Scuderia today. Rossi P8. I don't think... Yeah, he will be classified. Only 3 laps down. P8 for the Alfa Romeo reserve driver, and getting into the DNFs. Fred the Red P9 for Red Bull, and Cam Davey binning it in P10. And then TTV, don't know why, but just decided he didn't want to finish the race today, down P11. Third by Gaiman crashing early on, then even earlier at the swimming pool. H. Collins, DNF P13, and the sister Alpine. Right, shall we get them in?
Yes.
Yes, let's shall. Because I want to go to bed. Right, it's kind of the normal top 3 at this point now, isn't it? Bomber, yep, add. And there we go. Right, come join the podium party while we still can.
1.
Hello.
2. 3.
Double check your voices are set to share, guys, because I know the party systems are a little bit weird lately.
It's set to allow.
Yeah, mine's set to allow.
Yep.
Right, gonna get on with this then. Bomber. P3, quite an intense qualifying, let alone a race, but are you satisfied with your result today, and was there a little bit of teamwork going on down at
Well,
race control?
I'm definitely satisfied with the result. Started P3, finished P3. And really unfortunate what happened.
Did you want to go into that in any detail? I think Gamey saw it, but I was watching someone else. Or what actually happened in the tunnel?
Oh, I don't know. He was, I think, trying to pass me, and took the corner too deep, or like turned in too late and hit the wall. Something. I wasn't really looking behind me. Yeah, definitely there wasn't any contact. So I had to ask him after the race, after the interview.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wasn't sure if it was anything that may have hindered you maybe fighting MDJ, because I don't think your and MDJ's pace is that different, but I think you might have made one more stop. But having said that, was there any more you could have done today to have gotten higher up the finishing order? The safety car have even helped.
The safety car would definitely have helped. I had a front wing since lap 11, I think, and I was really under fuel. I was fuel saving the entire race. I have not been high riding at all.
Yeah, it is quite appalling that they don't even, not even a VSC. We had quite a few heavy crashes. Code just needs to sort of stuff out.
Yeah, if Monaco, I can use a little bit of underfueling. There will definitely be a safety car somewhere. But no, just like the real 2021 race, no safety cars at all.
Nah.
But
I hope it's a nice result to come back to after your little holiday down at the Corniche circuit. I hope you had a really good time. But
Yeah,
in terms with us, Baku next week, any safety cars we missed here today, more than likely going to appear next week after Bert Marlander has finished his party in the casino. It's weird because I think he's actually off with COVID at the minute, or he said he's off with COVID. So, but yeah, Bommy, your thoughts on Baku?
Well, I really like Baku. It's quite a fast track for me. Really enjoy driving it. Hopefully I can finish higher than P3 this time in Baku. It'll be my first time racing in this league at Baku, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and just a quick final question from me. Did you enjoy the night racing?
I've never raced at Monaco in Monaco at night, so it's quite different. Yeah, I like it. It's quite a change.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Anyway, well done P3. Hopefully we'll see you next week in Baku. Mr. Mikey, you here?
Yeah, hello.
Right, your race, don't know really where to start. Did you actually plan on starting on the mediums? Or were you trying to sandbag and you ran out of time?
No, I was actually planning to start in meetings, and that soft was just to cover up if someone improved, that I improved again. But didn't matter because I had wing damage, so if someone improved, I wouldn't have improved anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, I was saying, same questions to Bomber really. Was there anything more you could have done? And would the safety cars have helped with you trying to finish ahead of Cameron today?
No, not really. This is literally the maximum I could have achieved today, so maybe their false luck would have been mine, but that's a different story.
Yeah, 20 quid's a lot for a little man. But yeah, your thoughts on Baku for next week? This is where I need to check the weather as well.
I mean, Baku it's an interesting track. It's quite easy track until you get to the castle section, where a lot of people screw up, and if one person screws up, everyone else has to stop because there is no gap to go through. So yeah, I'm quite. I want to see what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, just for the record, weather for Baku looking quite pleasant, a bit of light cloud, nothing too major, so hopefully it's going to put on a bit of a show, and the good kind. I don't want to be seeing people smash into the barriers left, right and centre, so congratulations on P2. Your reign has come to an end, it's been passed over to this man, Cameron.
Hello.
Another win again, we're 5 races in, but still unbeaten. Are you literally going to do them all? I know you've done it before in your league racing career, but honestly, this is quite impressive.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know. Probably not. Something will probably go wrong at some point. But I want to keep it going as long as possible. But if Tamer and Mike keep racing, well, Tamer wasn't here tonight, but I reckon he would have gave me a good go. Yeah.
Yeah. Sad for Tamer, I've just seen it in Discord. I think he forgot when the start time was. We have gone through a daylight savings, so, or if he planned on joining quali late, but that's a shame. Having said that, still doing well for Mercedes in the constructors. How's your head in terms of the championship, or is it still early days?
Still early days, to be honest. I don't know how much of a lead I've got. But it's how many races is there this season?
We have 22.
Yeah, anything can happen. We're literally 20% of the 20% way through the season, so still anything can happen.
Yeah. I don't think of anything else to say. But well, in terms of your race itself, pretty much perfect, even though when MDJ was ahead on the mediums momentarily. Were you really that worried?
I was worried trying to get. Are you talking about when I was like behind them after the pit stop?
And then your thoughts on trying to get a fastest lap, was that basically a no-brainer?
Sorry, you might cut it like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, fastest lap. Was that a
Yeah.
no-brainer to go for at the end of the race?
Yeah, I was planning that little race if I had a big enough gap.
And your thoughts on Baku?
Yeah, I like Baku a lot. Good track, and it's really fun to drive.
Well, it is a question. What was the most difficult thing you had to put up with? Were you almost guaranteed that you were going to win it today, or did anything happen on track where you nearly lost it?
I don't actually think. I think I got close to the wall to back like once, but that was it.
It's only quick, consistent as well, but really well done, man. 5 in a row. Hats off to you. Gamey, anything else you'd like to add?
Just as I would normally end our stream with, obviously congratulations to the top 3 at Monaco. It's always a nice looking track at night time, but yeah, it went exactly how I thought it was going. As for Baku, a much better street circuit in my opinion, so I think we're going to have a very fun time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Baku, but just before we finish, I would also like to apologise. We've not forgotten about the Spanish Grand Prix from last week. The initial check-in was very low, and even on high requests from the admin teams for people to show up, the attendance was still too low, so it couldn't go ahead. However, with our schedule, we would be unable to host that race again on a Friday. But if anyone was available so we could run it on a different day in the middle of the week, if there's driver demand for it, we'd happily run it, because we're not going to have the time to run it on a Friday. Yeah, as long as that's everything from you, Gamey, I'm going to round out. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching the race, guys. I saw we had quite a few people watching the stream. Remember, Baku next week is going to be quite exciting. Div 2 are going to be heading there beforehand. They've got it upcoming next week. So, coming from broken front wings, whose we can't tell. We're back next week for more carnage in Nhrl. See you next week.